Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all to my channel. Today we are going to see what are all the documents we will have to see and verify in purchasing a property. What are the facts we have to verify? What are the facts we have to check up? What are the documents we will have to demand? What are the documents we will have to collect in purchasing a property are all discussed in this video. So when we are going to purchase a property, the first document which we have to see and collect from the seller is the sale deed. It is otherwise called as title deed, original deed. So that is the basic document. Supposing a person offered to sell a property to you, he should have the perfect registered sale deed in his favor. So that is the first document we will have to collect and we have to check up before purchasing the property. Supposing the person says, "Sir, I do not have the original document, it is destroyed, or it is misplaced, it is lost." If he makes any such suggestions or any such grounds, then we will have to check up. The original document is very much important, and if the person offering to sell the property does not have the original sale deed, then we will have to make suspicion over him, and there are a lot of chance for fraud. Supposing he obtained a loan from the bank, he would have deposited that original document with the bank. Certainly, such kind of transaction will be reflected in the encumbrance certificate, and some sort of mortgage will be there for any such loan. But such type of mortgage is not, registration of a mortgage is not a compulsory requirement in law. A financier may give a loan by receiving the original document, and he need not go to registrar office and register such mortgage. So, supposing a person says, "I do not have a original sale deed," there is a chance that he would have obtained a loan from a bank, or he would have given the loan document to a financier and have received some hand money, or he would have entered a sale agreement with any person, and they would have, after receiving a considerable amount, they would have entrusted the original sale deed to him. So we will have to, when a person says, "I do not have an original document," then we will have to check up, we will have to verify the facts thoroughly to avoid any such sort of fraud, cheating, etc. So these are all chances. And the person says, "I do not have the original sale deed," there are chances for mortgage, loan, or any other previous sale agreement with any other individuals. So they have to rule out all those things before purchasing the property. Second document which we have to ask is called parent deed. A sale deed is one which will be there in the name of the seller who is going to sell the property to us. Similar sale deed prior to the present document. Suppose A purchased the property from B, B purchased the property from C, C purchased the property from D, D purchased the property from E. So the last sale deed, that is a sale deed which is in the name of the seller, is called title deed, and all the previous documents are called parent deed. So we should also call and we should can also ask the seller to produce all the previous sale deeds, previous documents, parent, and this should be always called as parent documents. Why we should ask these parent deeds? Supposing the property is clean, it is perfect, the owner will automatically have all such parent deeds in his custody. Supposing a person set up a document, forge a document, or create some forged document, definitely he would not have all these previous parent title deeds. What these people, the cheating people, do know, he will simply say, I am the owner of the property, I am settling this property to my son B. A, being the who claims to be a owner, make a settlement deed in favor of the B. Then he will be having only that settlement deed in his favor. And he will say, I do not have any other previous parent deeds, all his documents were misplaced. So I gave a police complaint, paper publication, and police gave the certificate, non-traceable certificate. So my title deed over this property is pakka. Like that, he will claim and try to sell the property to any individual. After 5 years or 10 years, the original owner will come. I am the owner of the property, this is all the documents. And probably he might have been in somewhere else or abroad, or he might have been in facing some sort of other illness problem or anything. He will come and claim. So, whenever title deeds, parent deeds are not produced, we will have to check up thoroughly. Then third document is called patta. So whenever you purchase the property, you should ask the seller to produce not only the patta in his name, you should also ask him to produce the previous pattas in the name of the previous owners. Why should we ask such things? The normal, genuine cases, they will have all such previous pattas, previous documents. All these forged, cooked or created, concocted, forged documents, they may not be having the old patta. They will only say, I am the owner, I have my patta. Why should I preserve the previous document? Like that they will curse it, but it is not so. The property value is not 100 rupees or 1000 rupees. Property value is in lakhs or in crores. So automatically every genuine owner will preserve all the previous pattas, title deeds, parent deeds in that kind. Regarding the house land or layout land, patta is the document which recognizes the title of the owner. So patta is nothing but a certificate issued by the government saying that such property is in the custody of so-and-so person and he is the owner. So it is simply a certificate or acknowledgement, acknowledging the title and possession of a property over a particular land. In agricultural land, in addition to this patta, they will also issue called chitta, adangal, which also confirms the possessory rights of the owner or the payment of some gisti, tax to the particular land or particular usage to the government. That will also an additional confirmation or recognition issued by the government to the particular owner. So whenever you go for a agricultural land, we should also ask, in addition to the patta, chitta and adangal. The fourth document is called encumbrance certificate. Encumbrance certificate is nothing but a certificate issued by the registrar, sub-registrar, to show the various transactions, encumbrances made over the particular property. So supposing a property is in a Egmore, then we should go to particular Egmore sub-registrar office. Similarly, Suppose this Egmore register office is created just 1 year, 2 years back, and previously such that property comes under the jurisdiction of some perimeter, then we should, for the first period, which is for the first period, we should collect the certificate from the Egmore register office, and for the previous period, as the property to that period comes under that sub-reserve, so you have to go and collect the encumbrance from this particular register office. In several cases, what happened now? Once upon a time, one single register office controlled various places. Subsequently, the property new register offices came, and the total area is divided, and several register offices came for particular or for each and every portion of the area. Now, if you apply an EC for present year, you have to apply it in the present sub-register office. During the old period, this property would have been come under a particular register office. For that period, you will have to go and collect the encumbrance certificate from the particular old register office. Supposing we collect, the property comes for the first 5 years under Egmore, and before that it comes under perimeter, and suppose the person who wanted to cheat obtain a certificate from the encumbrance certificate from the Egmore office to the previous year, automatically the Egmore register office will say that no transaction took place during the previous year. During the previous year, this register office itself did not exist. So they don't have the right to issue certificate. But supposing the people who wanted to cheat produce such certificate, then we will have to be careful, and we should ask them to produce the relevant certificate from the concerned relevant offices. So from the encumbrance certificate, we will know what are all the transactions took place, what are all the transactions registered in the particular register office over the particular property. From that, we can find out whether there is encumbrances, transactions, sale agreement, lease, mortgages, everything over the property, so that we can confirm the title of the owner over the. Suppose we are going to purchase a vacant land for house side, or for any, if we are going to purchase any building, then we should also ask the layout approval. What is meant by layout approval? Layout approval is an approval given by CMDA or DTCP for the house site or for commercial establishment, certifying that such certificate or approval is given for the usage of particular land for a particular purpose. So whenever we go for purchasing the approved land, we should ask the seller to produce the approved layout approval, either from the corporation or from the CMD or from the DTCP, so that we can have perfect usage in future when we go for construction of a house. So land approval is a must. Then the building approval. Suppose we are going to purchase a building, we should ask the seller to give the building approval. Supposing the person obtained a building approval, building sanction for one floor and constructed 2-3 floors, then the second and third floor will be called as an unauthorized construction. Anytime the corporation or municipality or panchayat or CMDA may issue a notice for demolition, or they may issue legal notice, or they may issue lock and seal notice, or they may issue deoccupation notice and collect and may take necessary action to demolish the building. So building approval is a must one. Whenever builder constructs 2 or 3 for several flats, or supposing the building is there are more than several flats in a particular land, then in that case we should also ask the builder to give the completion certificate. Mere building approval is not sufficient. Completion certificate is the one issued by the CMD or corporation confirming that the building has been constructed as per the plan, as per the approved plan. So this confirmation certificate is a subsequent recognition given by the CMD or corporation confirming that this building has been constructed as per the plan, as per the procedure, and the entire thing is authorized one. So we should also ask the completion certificate. In addition to that, supposing there are several flats. So in several places the builders are developing towns and 100,000 plots are studying in the near the water bodies. So in these cases they have to obtain a certificate called environmental clearance certificate from the concerned authorities. So environmental clearance is also one of the must whenever we go for when we wanted to purchase the land or building in a big layout area. So without which it will not be easy for us to face any such problem in future, as the environment authority may take any action if there is a violation over the environmental rules and regulation. Then other thing is power of attorney. So whenever there is a transaction, whenever the seller comes for sale through an agent, you should not only see that whether the owner is alive, and also you should also check whether the power given by the original owner is still existing. Supposing A gives the power to B to sell the property and he dies, then automatically the power also dies. So supposing person A gives the power to B and dies, thereafter after the death, suppose the B executes a sale deed, then the sale is not valid. Then in such circumstances, the subsequent, after 5 or 10 years, the legal heirs of the original owner may come and say that my father died, so and so date, and the sale done by agent after his death is not valid. So the property still stands in our name. We are the owner of the property. Like that, they may make a claim. Similarly, if the power is revoked, in that case also, there is a chance that the original owner or the legal heirs make a claim over the property in future. Not only the present owner, not only the present power. Whenever a power is involved in the parent title, any previous transaction, you should also check up all those transactions, so that if there is any mistake, any flaw is done even in the previous transaction, it will also have an effect for our transfer. So supposing A gives the power to B and B sells the property to C, from C sells the property to D property to D, E property to G. Now we are purchasing the property from G. In that case, supposing the power given by A to B is not valid, or the transaction was done after his death, or otherwise the property, the A revoked the power, and by suppressing the revocation, B executed the sale. In that case also, all the subsequent transaction will also be in trouble, and they may challenge. Once the whole first transaction itself is invalid, all the subsequent transaction will also not have any effect in law. So not only the present power, all powers will have. If there is a powers in the previous transaction, we should check up all those powers. So whenever there is a power of document is involved, we should check up thoroughly, and with all possible means we should rule out that there is any possibility for fraud, cheating, or any other malpractices in those power of attorney. Then lastly, we should also ask the Aadhaar card, ID card, PAN card for the proof of the present owner, and not only for the proof of present owner, we should also ask the Aadhaar card, ID card of the original owner in case the power of attorney is involved, so that we can have the direct control over we can directly verify whether the particular person is the same person who is the person referred in the document, and the person who is coming to the register office is one and the same. Like that we can check out. So whenever there is a building is there, you should also ask property tax card, property tax receipts, EB card receipt, metro water tax card and receipts, to confirm that all the taxes, all the payments were paid in time, and that there is no case or claim is pending over the property. And once they produce these documents, that will also confirm that their possession of the property, control over the property. That is also we should also see all these documents to confirm their possessory rights, title, possession over the property. So these are all documents. So when you are going to purchase a property, you should see whether there is a sale deed, parent deed, patta, encumbrance certificate, layout approval, building approval, completion certificate, EC, power of attorney, Aadhaar card, property tax card, IT PAN, everything we will have to check up and collect from the party seller, and we will have to register the document only after concluding that the seller has the perfect title over the property. So I hope this video will be useful to you. If you feel that this is useful to your friends and relatives, you may share this video to them. Knowledge is power. Legal knowledge not only give you the power, but it also gives you the strength and confidence in your life. So you may see your channel continuously. If you want in Tamil, you can see my channel, Raziaq Sattam Arivom, and there are a lot of videos both in Tamil and English that will help you to clear your doubts and to acquire legal knowledge through my videos. In addition to that, if you have any other doubt, you may also call me through our phone and get any legal advices or clarification as required to you. I hope this video will be useful. You may also subscribe to my channel and give your support. And I hope I will come again with another topic. Until then, goodbye. Raziaq.